Greetings and salutations there, friend. Bobby Manila coming at you today with a brand new video. Welcome on into the channel. I hope that you're doing super fantastic wherever you are in this big, bad, beautiful world. So today's video topic is going to be about my first launch on Bandcamp. So I just did my first launch on Bandcamp, and we're just going to have a quick chat about how it went, or how I thought it went. So my first launch on Bandcamp. So the process. So I went with the pre-order, meaning I selected 2 songs that I wanted to have available. What you could do was you could sign up, or you could purchase the EP as a pre-order, and then on the date that I chose, which was the 9th of May, being my daughter's birthday, the EP would be released in full, and those people who purchased the EP in pre-order would get an email from Bandcamp saying that the EP was released in its entirety, and the other 2 songs will get emailed to them. So it's a nice automated system. All I had to do was on the day of the 9th was just go into the back end of Bandcamp and just like flick a little toggle, and it went live, and then the emails and the rest were all automated by Bandcamp, and so I didn't have to do anything to do with that. So that was really cool. When I was thinking about how I was going to do it, I was reading through the Bandcamp Pro little informational pack that they give you when you're signing up with Bandcamp, and they did actually recommend that. So for an artist like myself who has never actually really released anything on Bandcamp, and you know, like I'm far from a large artist by any stretch of the imagination, but I have no presence on Bandcamp. I barely have a presence on Spotify and other major streaming platforms, although I have released music on everything. I just haven't put the time, the money, or the effort really into the marketing efforts required to sort of make that sort of stuff tick over. And same with Bandcamp. So what Bandcamp recommended was I just release my EPs in full, or my singles in full. That the pre-order process probably works better for a more established artist, giving their fans a little teaser or something to look forward to. But I just went with that option straight off the bat. I just wanted to try it out for myself and see how it went. It just seemed like a fun way to do it. And overall, all things being equal and all things being considered, it worked, and it worked really well. So how did it go, and was it a success? Well, it went awesome. Like, I really enjoyed the whole process of, obviously I love making the music. I enjoyed the process of discovering Bandcamp and learning about Bandcamp and how it works. I enjoyed the whole process of uploading to Bandcamp. I enjoyed the fact that I could make extra content to go on Bandcamp as well. For every song that is up on my profile right now, there is also an accompanying lyric video for each song, like a little film clip. And for those people who purchased the EP as a whole, there was some extra downloadable content in the form of a digital PDF. And it was just like in the digital PDF, there was a message from myself, and then there was clickable links on the PDF as well that went to a private thank you video that I recorded and uploaded to YouTube. And it was a private video that's just for the people that purchased the Run and Tell EP through Bandcamp. There's a couple of pictures as well as links to all the lyric videos on YouTube as well, but they're public videos. So it's just a nice little bit of extra bonus content that I was able to put in with the 4 main tracks that made up the EP. So I thought that was absolutely fantastic. I'm looking forward to thinking of other creative things that I can also do for the next releases, but that just seemed like a nice, easy MVP, easy minimum viable product that I could just create and release as some free bonus content with the EP. So that was absolutely fantastic. Was it a success? For me, yes. I'm just going to say, yes, it was a success. I mean, it was a success because I learned so much going through the process and releasing music the way that's doing the pre-order, as opposed to just putting my music up there, as much music as possible on my profile, and just having it live so people can discover me and just listen to everything. I actually genuinely enjoyed doing, like I've done that on Spotify and other streaming platforms. So this was the first time that I had considered doing that option, and I think was given that option in such an easily accessible and automated way. I had to do not much for it to happen. Bandcamp took care of all of that for me. And as I've alluded to before, I don't have a lot of money and a lot of spare time presently, or as much as I would like to put into marketing efforts, which is absolutely hilarious, because outside of doing music and being a music creator, I do work as a social media specialist and Facebook ad specialist. But hence that takes so I'm a full-time stay-at-home dad. I work around the days when the 2 days a week when my daughter is at daycare. And then those days when she's at daycare, I'm working on my client stuff, for making sure that my clients' needs are met and satisfied first and foremost. And then around that, I'm also a Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu practitioner. So I need to go and train my martial art, as well as producing music, my own music, as well as working on a handful of clients that I produce, mix and master for. And now getting into doing this YouTube side of thing and trying to develop my brand and personality and find out where I want to go with this, let alone coming up with a good digital social marketing strategy for my music. So with the limited time and resources that I had, I did do some, and I got some sales. I'm not going to say how many sales, but I got some sales. Let's put it into this perspective. With the limited amount of sales that I had from the limited amount of marketing that I did, I still made more revenue for myself from those sales I did in the pre-order phase. And then I've since, because it came out on the 9th of May, I've since made a few more sales post-release. But with this handful of sales, I've made more revenue from a handful of sales on Bandcamp than I have in a year's worth of stream revenue from all the major streaming platforms. So for me, that is a massive success. So I will take that as a massive win. And it's been, as I have said, it's been a fantastic experience getting to this point now to be able to reflect back and have a look at how it's all played out. So what did I get out of it? I've got a massive learning curve. For one, I learned a lot about Bandcamp. I didn't know so much about it going into it, and it's still, I'll be completely honest with you, it's still a massive unknown to me, but I'm definitely very fond of the platform, and I love the ethos, that for every sale that I make, I get 85 to 87% of the sale comes back to me. So that's why I was able, with a handful of sales, to make more revenue than I did from 12 months of my music being streamed on all of the major streaming platforms. Another really cool thing about it is that, apart from being able to put videos and bonus content and really be able to give to my audience and my friends and my fans, when people purchase, I get their email address. Then I can either access that email address and add it to MailChimp or something like that, or I can just do mail outs just through Bandcamp. So part of the purchase process is they enter their email address to get the download link, and then I get that email address. So I'm killing multiple birds with one stone. I have a platform where I can give more to my audience. I earn more revenue for selling my music, and I also can build my list. And I've, since post-release, I've sent a couple of emails out to the people that have purchased, thanking them, apart from the thanks that they got with the bonus content. And I just did that straight through on my phone on the Bandcamp artist app. And it was dead easy. Like so much of the process they handle on the back end, and it's just super easy for an artist like me. Like love technical work and I love doing technical things, especially with music and music production, and then working in a digital agency. I love all that stuff. Well, I absolutely love that with Bandcamp, I can come along, I can do a pre-order release of my music, and all I got to do is upload it, which tracks I want to go live and which ones I don't. And then when the release day comes, I toggle a button, and then the rest of the release goes out and Bandcamp sends all the emails to the appropriate people with the download links. And I love that when people purchase, I get their email address, and then I can just go through the Bandcamp artist app and access my email list and have direct communications with them. It's fantastic. So I got a lot out of it, and I think it's absolutely fantastic. And yes, I rate it highly. So will I keep releasing music on Bandcamp, and why? A resounding yes. I mean, for all of the things that I've just talked about and touched on, I really think that, you know, doing the first one was great. I'm already in the songwriting process for the next one. I mean, I've got heaps of material, so I'll have a new EP out soon enough, and then an EP after that, and an EP after. I've got heaps of material that I can prep and just have a constant revolving release period on Bandcamp. I had a lot of music out on all streaming platforms, but under different pseudonyms, and now I have decided to just go with my name, just be Bobby Manila. So over time, I'm pulling all that stuff off of all the streaming platforms, and I'll be making some, you know, some production adjustments and re-recording some bits and pieces, because, you know, I have gotten better at my craft over time as well, and I always want to release the best version of myself that I possibly can. So I'm going to be pulling that stuff that's released under other pseudonyms off, and then re-releasing it as Bobby Manila. It will be first be an exclusive on Bandcamp, and then it will eventually come out on the streaming platforms as well. Speaking of current releases, my current EP, Run and Tell, is available now exclusively on Bandcamp. You can pop on over to Bandcamp and you can purchase that EP. And as I said before in this video, when you do purchase the EP in its entirety on Bandcamp, there will be some free bonus content in there for you with some personalized thank yous from yours truly. I also have a Discord server called Bob's House of Rock. If you would like to be a part of the community, I would absolutely love to hang out with you there in Discord. Like I love Discord. It's it's where I love to do my community building and talk with my fans and friends. So links in description so please slide on into Bob's House of Rock, my Discord server. And please, if you got anything out of this video, like, comment, subscribe. It's going to help me out a whole bunch. I'm still really discovering what it is I want to do here on YouTube. So yeah, anything that you guys, any advice that you guys have, or any content you'd like to see, or any content that you think would be beneficial for me to put out, anything for my brand, anything at all, greatly appreciated. DM, come through Discord, or leave it in the comments. Don't be too harsh. But that's going to wrap up today's video, guys. I appreciate you very much. Thanks for dropping by. I will catch you in another video.